Blazers get the tip. 5 seconds left. Covington trying to get it to Dame. He puts it on the floor. Step back three from Dame. Oh!
Guys, welcome back to the Buzz and Beer Podcast. I'm Connor.
I'm Darius.
I'm Carson.
Today we'll be talking about NBA games, NBA stars who might get traded, and NBA standings. Then we'll go into NFL free agency signings. So let's get started. NBA games, Nuggets versus Celtics. Who you guys got? Now, I'm sorry. The Celtics have a losing.
Unbiased.
The Celtics have a losing record this year, and they're playing a top team.
Losing
in the
record,
West.
we're at 500.
Still, for the Celtics in the East, that's not that good.
Is anyone injured on the Celtics?
Nope. And Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart's
Ooh,
the
that's
one
a big one though. Marcus Smart helps that team a lot. I'm gonna have to go with the Nuggets. I'm sorry, but Nuggets.
Same. I'm sorry. I got to go with the Nuggets on this one.
And then you got Celtics.
Celtics.
Yeah. Okay, another big game. We have Lakers. Nice one. Lakers and Timberwolves. Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers.
Let's just go. Trailblazers, Thunder.
I'll go Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Pelicans or Grizzlies.
Pelicans.
Pelicans. Raptors, Bucks.
Bucks.
Nets and Suns.
Nets.
Okay.
Actually, the Suns
that
put
was
up a
a
good
quick
fight
one.
against that one.
Yeah. Kind of. That could be a
The
good
Nets
game.
are. I heard Kyrie's out.
Oh.
Heard Kyrie's out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Kyrie's out, then
I still have the Nets.
I still have the Nets.
Yeah,
but if the Suns are healthy and everyone's healthy, I still have the Nets, yeah.
Now we're gonna. That was a quick segment. So now we're gonna hop into NBA players who are trade targets. Top 8. Andre Drummond of Cleveland Cavaliers. Do you think he should stay? And if you think he should get traded, what team should he get traded to?
He'll get traded. The Cavs said they're not going to play him until he gets traded.
Yeah.
I think he'll get traded. Some of the teams that have been mentioned are the Celtics and Raptors are the top teams that have been mentioned. Like, those are the teams that have strong interest. And then there's been, like, I think the Lakers, the Clippers, and some other teams had, like, interest.
They did say the Lakers are interested in Andre Drummond, which I don't know how they're going to get Drummond if they do.
Yeah.
But if they
Montrezl
somehow get
Harrell and
Drummond.
I don't know, yeah. Andre Drummond, of course he's going to get traded. No doubt the Cavs even said they would.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd get traded to a team like, maybe not playoff contention, but there's a chance, like the Grizzlies, you never know. Or just a team like that, maybe. There's no team that comes to first mind that needs a straight-up rebounder.
Yeah.
So, as of right now, Andre Drummond, he's going to get traded. I don't think he fits perfectly with any team, but he's still a great asset for any team. I feel starting caliber.
Got to get the 15 rebounds. Like, any team that needs the big rebounder, they could definitely use Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
Sure.
Next up,
Same with the Celtics.
John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks. Do you guys think he's staying or?
John Collins is gone.
I hope he stays with the Hawks. I actually like him on that Hawks team, but if he does get traded, then I don't know. Where would he get traded to?
I think John Collins is going to stay. I like him on the Hawks. He's improving in almost every category lately.
Yeah.
He's not like improving so much that he wants his money that he's at the beginning of the year, but still enough to get an extension. I feel he's gonna be important to that young not rebuilding Atlanta Hawks, but young team that they can build up on with him and Trae Young.
Yeah.
So I think he's not gonna get traded. What about you?
I think he'll get traded.
What
I don't
team?
know. I don't know what team yet. Celtics or.
Celtics.
Nah, I don't know.
Every single trade, just go to the Celtics.
Yeah.
Every single person.
I feel like we could use. Danny Ainge, our GM, said we need a big that can shoot. That is John Collins, a big that could shoot.
He's athletic too.
So I'd take John Collins.
Celtics. Yeah, I hope he stays with the Hawks, but I think he will end up getting traded. I don't know where to, but I think he'll end up getting traded.
Another one, DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio Spurs.
Really?
He's staying.
I think we all agree DeMar's staying. DeMar's still a beast. I don't care. Maybe he's not his all-star level because people aren't just paying attention.
I think he's going to be an all-star this year.
Maybe all-star. There's a lot of competition.
Borderline all-star.
In the West, especially in the West,
True. Yeah.
But in the standings, the Spurs are like 5th or something in the
They're
West.
They're doing super good.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna make the playoffs this year.
Spurs, it's not broke, don't fiddle with it, type of thing.
They have Pop, and
No,
any
Greg
Pop
Popovich-
team is gonna go to the playoffs.
DeMar DeRozan's averaging 23 points per game.
I
think the person on the Spurs that needs to get traded is LaMarcus Aldridge. He's
out of
36 years old,
Yeah.
out of his prime. Maybe not Hall of Famer, but still,
Yeah.
just go down as one of the.
They need to get a young guy. They need to bring a young guy in for LaMarcus Aldridge that can really
even
boost
some
that
picks.
team. Even picks too. Yeah, to draft
They have
good.
DeJounte Murray too, not to forget. I think
Yeah.
this year he stays. I think they make no trades the rest of the year. Make the playoffs. Maybe make it past the first round. You never know. Now
Depends on who they're playing in the first round.
depends
So
on
if they
who they're
make
playing.
it like up to like even that 4th or like 5th seed,
Yeah.
which I don't think they're gonna do, but if they do, then it'll be pretty easy. Not
Even.
similar competition, which
Even,
they actually
yeah.
might make to the second round. So you never know.
You never know, but I think Spurs make no moves the rest of the season. They're doing good.
I think they're gonna do good.
They don't even have that star really player. They have an all-star, but yeah.
I agree.
Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic.
I haven't heard any rumors about him getting traded.
Okay, I think
I don't know.
he's still young. What, 25?
25, something like that.
I think for his benefit, he has to get traded. Just straight up, he's young. He has the chance to be a star in this league.
He really could make a big jump in the league. You never know.
It's like Brandon Ingram with the Lakers and Pelicans.
Yeah.
With that, once they move out, he could become that star.
Yeah.
He's been in the system too long. Some systems are good for others. Some systems are bad for others. You just never know. So Aaron Gordon, I feel like he's gonna stay, but I think he needs to move on.
Yeah, I agree with
needs
that.
to move on. Yep.
Zach LaVine of the Bulls.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, Zach LaVine, he's not gonna get traded. I think they
The
can.
Bulls are gonna hold on to him as hard as they can.
No,
He's
but
just
the
gonna-
thing with the Bulls, they can rebuild around him. They have a young team in the draft picks, and they're not in playoff contention, so they're gonna get a high pick this year.
Yeah.
They can build around him, but as of right now, what Zach LaVine's thinking, and to win that title, he's got
He's got to go to at
He's
least
gotta
a little bit of a
request a trade or
championship
something
team.
like that, bro. Darius, what are you on thoughts
Who?
about Zach
Zach
LaVine?
Zach LaVine, I think he stays, honestly.
I think he stays.
I think he will. I don't think he goes anywhere.
I think a team he could go to would be good. Was the Minnesota Timberwolves.
T-Wolves
Go
goes
back
back
to
to the
Minnesota.
T-Wolves.
Yeah, back to the T-Wolves. D'Angelo Russell, Zach LaVine, and
They'd
Cat.
have to give up D'Angelo Russell, I feel like.
They have picks and young guys.
I know, but I feel like the Bulls would want D'Angelo Russell.
they could maybe. You never know. But that's your team. I think he'd fit in well.
I really think, I'm just saying this, I think he should come to the Rockets. I think if the Rockets can put together
Victor Oladipo wants
Victor
to get traded too.
Oladipo, a PJ Tucker, a Daniel House,
And,
and a couple of our picks to the Bulls for Zach LaVine and like a pick or something, I think that'd be a good trade.
that's a good-
That'd
I
be
feel
a
like
good
that's a good
trade. But
trade, yeah.
Houston, they're just...
We could finesse the Bulls a little bit. You never know.
They're
They're not
not
going to do that, dude. The Rockets have no bait. You know, the Rockets are just at
The
a low
only
stage
bait
right
that we
now.
have is Victor Oladipo, and you know.
And you
Yeah.
guys don't want to get rid of Joe Wall right now.
No, we're not
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
John Wall.
Here's another one. Michael Porter Jr. of the Denver Nuggets.
Michael,
I haven't
he's
heard-
staying. He's
I haven't
staying.
heard
He's
that.
staying
No,
for
he's
sure.
definitely staying. But imagine if he did people could try and trade for him. He's
a
young.
very valuable.
He could be like
trade
that
piece.
next Kevin Durant. I feel something like that.
I don't know about that.
No, he has a
He's
lot
good
of
young player,
potential.
though. Good
He has a
young player.
lot of potential. I think he's staying though, just straight up.
Yeah, I hope.
Then
he
Ben
does.
Simmons, I think he's staying.
He's saying...
Especially
Yeah.
after he dropped like 46 the other night or last night.
He
or
was in the
something.
trade talks with Harden, and then that blew
Yeah.
over because Harden
Yeah.
got traded. I think he's just gonna stay. I don't
There-
think
no,
there's no
By
reason to
far,
trade
he'll
Ben
stay.
Simmons.
I don't-
No doubt about it. Ben Simmons, he's actually becoming really good. He's maybe not the points
He's
wise.
developing. He's
Triple double
developing.
almost though every.
And a thing to notice, me and Darius, we were watching the jump. They said when Embiid was out last night or 2 nights ago or whatever, when he dropped 40, Simmons scored all the points. That Embiid clogged up the paint for Simmons. I think now with Embiid out, I don't know how long he's out. I think Simmons is gonna make a big step.
No, yeah, that
I
could
agree.
happen, and maybe they give new positions and on plays and stuff like that. I feel because like have him score more points and stuff. They're already the top team in the East,
Because now Simmons is the number one option with Embiid out. So
And
yeah.
even when Embiid comes back, maybe spread the floor because Embiid can shoot for a big man. I feel.
yeah, he's not a bad shooter.
Another thing is that Embiid and Ben, they're both really young,
Yeah.
and that team of the future. And who they play? They played a top team in the East though.
Did they play
I
the
don't-
Jazz? I
It was
swear they
in-
played
Oh yeah,
the
they played.
Jazz.
I think they played the Jazz.
I think it was-
That's a good team. That's the best team in the
Literally
best team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that they almost won without MVP caliber player Joel Embiid,
Yep.
that
shows something.
Impressive.
The Sixers are a tough team in the East this year.
yeah, and you knew this was coming. Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
He's
I have
don't.
no idea what's going on with
I
Bradley.
have
Dude,
no
I-
idea.
He wants to stay, but he doesn't. I don't know,
He
man.
can't. He
Drop in the
has to.
comments what's going on with Bradley Beal. Like I have no idea.
I don't know.
Clippers could be a good sign with him or something like that. I don't know.
He's got to
Just-
move on from Washington. No matter how much he loves it there, he hates it there. He has to move on.
And
I
just
agree.
they like some players are going down like Denny Avajada or whatever his name. When they
Oh,
drafted
the
him, that-
rookie,
He's not playing that
it.
well.
He's not it.
Rui Hachimura took a step down from last year. You know.
I think he's gonna build back up though.
I think he can.
Yeah, he will.
Thomas Bryant got injured. That just helps him.
That's a big piece.
To be fair,
of
Russell
what you're
Westbrook's
saying.
stepping up these last couple games. He's
He's
doing
been playing
good.
better, yeah.
But just maybe they can get the playoffs, maybe not. I don't know. At
gonna be
this
tough.
rate, they're getting a top pick. So you never know where they could draft in there.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's the top 8 free agents or players who might get traded before the trade deadline of the NBA. Moving on, NBA standings. These are the Eastern Conference standings as of right now. Raptors 8, Hornets 7, 6 Knicks, 5
What?
Pacers, 4 Celtics, 3 Nets, 2 Bucks, and 1 76ers. Okay, first off, East trash this year. I'm sorry,
Yeah, it
just
is.
straight trash this year. I'm not trying to dog in Celtics. Celtics have a great team, but they're the 4th seed with 13 and 13 at 500.
You know, we've been injured all year, all along. Like we haven't had.
No,
chemistry
it's not
after
saying
year.
that. It's just saying like a 500
No,
team,
no.
a
Keep talking
top
shit about my team.
No, and I didn't
so
know.
a
We
500
haven't had
team
Kemba Walker
in the
for
top
half the year.
5. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
There's two. There's 1, 2, 3 teams
I like the
with a
Knicks in the
losing
playoffs.
record.
I like that.
3 losing records in the East and playoff contention now.
Yeah, that is
The
true.
Raptors are down 3 games. Raptors. The Heat are 11 and 16. They made the finals next year.
The Heat are having a down year. I
Yeah,
called
what's
it. I
going on
called
with
it
the Heat? I don't know.
I
what's
told them
going
The
on.
both
Heat- I
last
think the
year. The
Heat's
Heat
the-
are overrated.
I
I
think
told
this-
them both last year.
I think the Heat can still make the playoffs though.
I don't.
Let's
They
go straight
suck.
into the Raptors. Raptors, they suck this year, but they're gonna make.
Raptors
They're
suck.
probably gonna make
Yeah.
the playoffs.
No.
It sucks.
Siakam's overrated.
Hornets.
Did you guys see that game winner by Siakam that he missed? He
Game
missed like
misser.
a layup.
Yeah.
He sucks. He's overrated. I'm
Hornets.
sorry.
Charlotte Hornets. They're too young to. They don't have the experience to go deep in a playoff. I feel. They just
I mean,
any of these teams. No, they don't have any experience whatsoever besides Gordon.
Yeah, they
Hayward.
have no experience.
Yeah.
Which that could hurt them, especially if they go up
they have
against.
Rozier too.
a top
Rozier's
3
been
team.
Celtics.
Yeah.
It's not going. I don't think
Knicks?
it's gonna happen.
Okay, the Knicks surprised me this year. I'm not even lying.
How are they gonna
Yeah.
succeed?
The Knicks have just a straight up overall good team. RJ Barrett stepped up. Julius Randle's playing like an all-star.
44 points again.
He's an
Or-
all-star.
Emmanuel quickly stepped up as a rookie. Obi Toppin putting up almost 16 points a game. I
He's
feel.
coming back from injury because he was injured at
Yeah.
the beginning of the season. Now he's back, which he's gonna play good. You know.
Oh, dude, that's just a straight up overall good team. I feel, and they got Derrick Rose. They got Derrick Rose in that
Oh,
trade.
that was a good pickup.
That was a very good pickup.
Moving on from the Knicks, who are very surprising this year. Pacers.
Pacers, Pacers are alright.
Pacers
Pacers-
are always gonna be in the playoffs every
The
year.
Pacers
you
are that
know.
like team that they're not too bad, but they're not too good.
They don't have like
Like,
a superstar.
They are
The
literally
Caris LeVert, I feel like can be a superstar
smack
for
dab
them.
in
He's
the
not
middle.
a superstar.
Smack dab in the middle.
Like, but there's a lot of players that I feel that could be a star on that team. I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Celtics 13 to 13.
They just gotta get
We'll
healthy.
get better. We just gotta get healthy.
They have a great team, so no doubt about it.
Not worried about that.
Nets, of course.
Yeah.
Nets are Nets.
Bucks and 76ers, great
Yeah.
teams, no doubt about it. 76ers, I didn't feel like they'd be the number
What's
one
the
seed.
Bucks record?
16 and 11.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bit better.
76ers, of course, like, they're playing out of their minds. Seth Curry might pull up the first 50-50, 100 season this year, which is incredible.
The better
That's
Curry.
good.
No.
Get out. No.
Leave.
Okay, but moving on from the NBA. Oh, never mind, we got Western, sorry.
You got Wes.
Wet it out, best YouTubers.
Edit out.
yeah.
Out.
Okay, the West, this is a huge margin right now.
Oh my goodness.
Warriors with the 8th seed are up by 4 games though, so they have kind of a room to spare, but they're 8th seed at 15 and 11. Warriors, what are you thinking about the Warriors right now?
They're mediocre.
Man,
they're
they're-
not good. They're not bad. They're.
I want
think-
them to be so good.
I want them to be good too. I feel like Klay Thompson would help them a lot.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course they would
obviously.
help them.
yeah.
That's their second. Yeah.
But
So I still think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Splash Bros, man.
Yeah, I don't think the Warriors are anything like insane. I just think they're that in mediocre team.
Looking at this list, you see no Mavericks in playoff contention now. Mavericks are
yeah.
down
Sucky.
about 2 games. As
Wait,
of right
the
now.
Rockets too, man.
Okay,
Rockets
we
are
don't gotta talk about the
bad.
Rockets. We've been injured. Injured.
Mavericks is a surprise, but they need someone to help Luka and Pingus Tingus. So
I
That
say
video's
you
so
trade Porzingis, honestly.
I don't know. He
Yeah.
could be valuable.
I don't know
in
who
the
you
front
can
now.
get out of Porzingis though.
I don't
Yeah.
know. He's
You
kind of
never
that
know.
one player who's like he's good,
Yeah.
but he's not.
We'd have to do some more
bad,
research
but-
on who we could get out of.
7 seed
Porzingis.
Nuggets. Kind of surprising when the Nuggets, like, of course they're a playoff team,
A
but how
little
bad
bit
they're
of a down
doing.
year, like a little
Yeah.
bit, you know.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray from the bubble, what he was doing. to
Jamal
now.
If he play like he is in the bubble now, then
He's
they'd
like
be
a-
like a top 5
they'd be-
seed at least.
No, top 3, I feel. Spurs, surprising. 6 above the Warriors.
Nice.
Spurs above the Nuggets, Warriors, and Mavericks. Just,
Shockers.
oh my God. DeMar DeRozan stepping up. That's a young team. Greg Popovich knows how to coach.
Lonnie Walker is playing really good this
Everything's
year.
going their way. Oh, and they have that Keldon Johnson, a young guy.
He's
Who's
good.
a-
He's
Keldon
nice.
Johnson's
He's
nice.
Yeah.
He's nice.
That's just a really good team. Portland Trailblazers, of course. I didn't think they'd make the playoffs, to be fair.
Really?
Really? I think
But Trailblazers are doing really good.
without
fifth
CJ
seed.
McCollum. they don't
Yeah,
have CJ.
without
He's
CJ.
been out for a little bit now, and they're still
Another 4-game win
winning
streak.
games.
4-game win streak,
That's
Trailblazers
insane.
right now, which is really good for them. Trailblazers there's an overall good team with Rocco now, Robert Covington, Damian.
He needs to step up though. I've been hearing
Yeah.
some stuff. He's been shooting not great from 3. He needs to step up. His defense is fine. He just needs to step up.
And
if they want to make that
so
push.
moving on from the Trailblazers, 4th seed with 6 wins in a row right now. Phoenix Suns. Of course, we kind of
knew that they were going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Especially picking up Chris Paul and seeing what they did in the bubble, not losing one game. Just
still
cards didn't fall their way.
Should have been the 8th seed.
Cards didn't fall their way.
That's crazy.
But they're obviously going to make the playoffs this year. And then top 3 teams, Clippers, of course, you kind of knew.
Yep.
Lakers, you knew. The Jazz, the number 1 team, best team in the league, 23-5.
Crazy.
23-5.
You can't put a bet on that. I would have never guessed this. I knew this team would, of course, make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But just you can't. You just never thought this would ever happen. To be fair,
I agree.
Rudy Gobert's having his best offensive season while doing good on defense.
Yep.
Agree.
So, and best shooting guard in the league right now, playing like it, Donovan Mitchell, is playing like the best
Yep.
shooting guard in the league right now.
Yeah.
Harden, of course, if you think of names, Harden's the best shooting guard. But stats-wise this year, Donovan is the best
I'll
shooting
be
guard.
honest here.
Bradley Beal is. Bradley Beal's better than Donovan.
Yeah, but he's not on the playoff team. I feel.
For a couple of years, I mean, for a while now, it's just been Harden's just been here above shooting guards.
Yeah.
Now it's actually competitive. Who's the best
It's getting
shooting guard
kind of
in the league?
closer. Like, I still think, in my opinion, Harden still won by a little bit. Then you can
Yeah.
decide whether
Yeah.
Beal, Booker, Donovan. You can decide.
Those
Jalen Brown.
3
Yeah.
guys.
And then
for the
Zach
number 2
LaVine you
spot.
could throw in there.
Jalen Brown.
Their shooting guards are
Jalen
just
Brown.
Jalen Brown. Yeah,
Jalen Brown.
no,
Don't ever disrespect Jalen.
dude, no. There's
He's playing insane.
young shooting guards are coming up there now, and
It's nice to finally see the young guys, with the younger guys, actually blossoming into like great players
And
now,
we're
which is really good.
we're
to see.
watching them growing up as we're growing up too. You could say, yeah.
Proud parent.
Proud parents.
Proud parents. Okay, but moving on from the NBA, NFL free agents.
That's
Top
a big ones.
Here's
Couple
top-
good ones.
Top 5 right now. Dak Prescott, they're not getting close on a contract right now with the Cowboys.
He'll stay. I think he'll get the franchise tag and he'll
Yeah,
stay.
he's gonna stay there. Yeah,
They already franchise tagged him this year, so they're gonna have to pay more money for this second
He'll
franchise
stay.
tag.
He's not leaving Dallas. He'll stay.
I feel like he's gonna stay too.
Yeah.
But teams that I feel like that he would go to, because of course if the Cowboys aren't gonna give it to him, he's gonna have to lower his margin a little bit on the price.
Yeah.
I feel like the Washington football team would be a good choice for him.
There's no options. He's staying in Dallas. I think. There's no way that Dallas lets him go.
Yeah, I think Dallas is
Dallas
probably the
loves
best,
Dak. Bro.
best way to go right now.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 2, Chris Godwin.
He'll stay.
I hope he stays with the Bucks. I like Chris
Mike
Godwin.
Evans said he would take a pay cut, so maybe that would give Chris Godwin a little bit more money. I think he's still in that rookie contract right now, so he's probably gonna want to get paid more.
Okay.
And
Okay.
why not run it back? You just won a championship
If
best
y'all,
days
if
of
the
life.
Bucks can go 2 for 2,
with Brady.
yeah, that's just
Just I feel like you should try at least try and run it back. You know, maybe
Yeah.
don't even sound like a max deal. Maybe 2-3 years if you want to. Still get paid money and stuff like that.
because they also need players for the future too. Because now Brady, he's gonna retire in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Or maybe even you never know when he's gonna retire, honestly.
Yeah.
But they need to kind of build that core for the next coming years.
Mhm.
Godwin would be a great one. Evan Stang would be a great one.
Antonio Brown's probably gonna leave. To be fair, this year.
Antonio Brown,
I think he's-
yeah, you
I
never
feel
know where
so
he's
good
going.
about
He proved himself that he belongs in the league still.
Exactly.
Maybe not what he used to be, but I still think at least a number 2 receiver for some teams.
Yeah.
Some
I
teams.
agree.
Yes.
And then Leonard Fournette probably gonna stay.
He'll
Just
stay.
a lot of young
Yeah.
guys. That team's really good. And plus Levante. Oh, going to a free agent though, Levante David for the
Yep.
Buccaneers too, another big one.
Stang,
He'll stay.
Stang,
He's gonna
Stang.
stay. He's obviously gonna stay. That team. They have such a great young team. Running back with Brady would be awesome. Once Brady retires, if they can get someone even just remotely half as good as Brady, I feel like they can still make the playoffs. But that's my opinion. So
I
Levante Davis can
agree.
stay.
I agree with all that. Yep.
Allen Robinson. Where do you
He's
think he's
gone.
gonna go?
He has to leave.
gone.
He's,
Chicago's trash, bro. He has to
Yeah.
get out of there.
it's either they get a better quarterback.
It's they get a better
or-
quarterback or he's out.
Yeah.
A team he'd go to, I feel, would be really good. I just already said the football team though. Terry McLaurin and Allen Robinson, they're gonna get a quarterback sooner or later that's good enough.
Yeah.
And they
That'd
have
be
a
nice.
young
They have
great
Tyler Heineke or whatever.
Taylor Heineke, maybe
Yeah.
he steps up, you never know. But they have that great young
Yeah.
defense with Chase Young leading that already. He's already getting double teamed as a rookie, which is unbelievable. Stupendous.
Stupendous. Immaculate.
Immaculate.
Maybe even the Jets, you never know.
Yeah.
They could afford
Maybe
him.
if
he
Deshaun
wants money.
goes to the Niners.
Maybe the Niners.
And Allen
You
Robinson
never
go to
know.
the Niners. Never know that. That could be pretty good.
Allen
too.
Robinson's so underrated. He just needs to go to a different team.
He just straight up needs to go to a better team.
Yep.
With a good quarterback, he's borderline top 10 right now with Mitch Trubisky, which is
No offense.
Sad.
He's
No
just
offense.
not.
sorry
It's
Bear
not
fans,
it.
you got to let him go this year. But just he's got to go even to a team like Ryan Tannehill. I feel like he'd be a top 5 receiver.
Titans would be.
like that.
Yeah.
Titans would be a good
See that.
pickup. Moving on, Justin Simmons, big free agency right there.
Justin Simmons.
I don't really know like a team where he could end up with. I think he stays in Denver.
Denver, I think is I don't know that I don't think that team's gonna win for a long time. So it's up to him. Of course, he's whole entire
Justin
career he's
Simmons.
been there. So it's up to him really.
Yeah.
Every team can use a better superstar safety like him who's young.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just can't pass up on this option. He's gonna get paid, either way. Denver's probably gonna be the most likely, but you never know.
Yeah.
You
You
never
never
know what can
know.
happen. Yep.
Moving on, another big one right here, Will Fuller. I think he stays in Houston.
I think he leaves.
I think it depends on where Deshaun goes to.
Yeah. Will Fuller is great, but he can't stay healthy. Number one, and
He stayed healthy this year. He just took drugs.
that's true.
Yeah, why did Will Fuller? Did he just take some illegal?
Okay, I'm a Texans fan, but so the doctor gave him and Bradley Roby illegal substances,
Oh,
but they
that's-
didn't know.
Oh,
And
that's stupid.
even if you don't know, it's still illegal. You
Yeah.
know, so
That's unfortunate for them because
it's unfortunate for them. They could have made a playoff run, probably not though. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Fuller, he's fast. He's getting into that rotational. I think if Deshaun stays, he'll want to stay. Or
Yeah.
even if they trade Deshaun for that, maybe if they get the number 2 pick from the Jets, Justin Fields, there's something to
Ooh.
build off of,
That'd
and
be
they get
pretty good,
other
yeah.
draft picks out of him.
I
That's just
agree.
as of right now. That's that's the top 5. I feel free agencies. Maybe we could go into more depth of offensive linemen, but those are important positions, but kind of boring to feel.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys don't want to hear about. Maybe you do. Other than that, that's it for the podcast. See you guys next week. We'll be doing mock drafts of the NFL. So see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
See ya.